This morning's story for all ages is one of my very favorites. The pictures are gloriously beautiful, and the story is one that lies at the heart of every story. And so, I want to tell you the story of the Everything Seed, a story of beginnings. It's by Carole Martignacco and illustrated by Joy Troyer. And Carole Martignacco is a UU minister, by the way. Have you ever watched a seed grow? Have you ever noticed how it begins so small, so still, so quiet, like a gift waiting to be opened? And how slowly it wakes up, it begins to unfold, growing into something larger and larger and larger, then you know that whatever comes from a seed usually ends up looking very little like the seed it came from. And that's also true of the very first seed. Long, long ago, way back before the beginning, so long ago, there was no such thing as time because there was no one there to count it. Everywhere was a huge, deep, mysterious place, and it was waiting for something to happen. There were no stars, no sun or moon. There was not a drop of water or a single tree. There was no planet like Earth. There were no flowers, there were no living beings or not living beings anywhere. But in that deep, waiting space was hidden the tiniest point, there it is, of something no bigger than a seed. It was not a flower seed. It was not an oak tree seed. It was not a seed of corn, although all those things were in that seed. You might call it an everything seed, because that is what it became. No one knows where the first seed came from, or how it was planted, or how it knew in the way that only seeds seem to know, how long to wait for just the right moment to sprout and grow, but all at once, this tiny seed, cradled and nourished by the rich soil of space, woke up, broke open, and began to unfold. Unfolding and blossoming forth into an enormous, blazing ball of bright light, like a great-grandmother's sun. And thus, the universe was born. While out fluttered galaxies like a storm of snowflakes swirling and gathering into the brightest and most beautiful, blindingly beautiful clouds of stars. And eventually, out came our own star. It whirled out of those clouds, the one that we call the sun. And then came our Earth, and then our moon, and all the round spinning planets that we have chosen names for. And this is the secret of that tiny seed. You and I were there right at the beginning. Just as the idea for each leaf of every oak tree lies hidden inside an acorn. We were there with all the stars and the planets, all the rocks and oceans, the plants, the animals, the people, everything that is now, ever was, or ever will be, was inside that first tiny seed. So whenever you hold a seed in your hand and wonder what could it become? Well, imagine how you and all that there is once came from the tiniest little speck of an everything seed before it sprouted and grew long, long ago back in the beginning of time. Now, if this were an ordinary story, it would end right there. But the story of this universe keeps unfolding, and what once began in a blazing blossom of light continues every day. New stars sprout open in the deep soil of space. New plants and animals appear on the earth. Seeds of many kinds are scattered everywhere. To help us remember. And new people are born every day with the spark of that first light, that great-grandmother sun, still alive and burning deep inside. Waiting. Just waiting. Like the everything seed to shine in ways that are yet to be known. Amen.